Welcome back to Unique's Garden, y'all. I had a medical emergency. My hives was real bad. I don't care. I got the calamine lotion on it right now. But I want to show y'all the update for Watermelon Wars. So let me get started. Okay. So Watermelon Wars. You can see this is how I have it set up. I think this one right here, the first one, I done took it down to 2 vines right now. Both vines have watermelons on them. I don't know if the watermelon is gonna take or not, but these are Carolina crosses. And let's see, I don't see. Yeah, I know it's around here somewhere. Oh well. There's some watermelons on here somewhere. They're still little baby itty bitty things. I don't know where it went. Let's see on this one. So this is the other vine. That's Carolina cross. I don't know. Maybe something came and ate all the watermelons that were on there. Either way, this is Carolina cross. I put the seed in 412, and I transplanted it out 5/7. And today is 6/5. So this is the next month update. Yeah, I swear it was something on here. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Oh, we'll see. There's one there. Oh, there's the other vine. So on this one, it is. Oh, that's all. Okay, I know it. Oh, there it is, hanging down right here. So we'll see which ones out of that one take off the best. In this same bed, I have Jarosh 145. This one was planted from seed on 5/4. So it's about a month old. It's just decided to go that way. I'm gonna let it do what it do. And then over here is a Congo watermelon. Looks like it was planted 4/2 or 4/12. So it probably, I transplanted the same day as the other one. So it came out here on 5/7. So for this one, it still has all its vines. I haven't taken it down to see. And I also don't know if this one has any melons on it. Let's see. I don't see none on that one. Let's see. Any melons on this vine? Yeah, nope. I don't even see any flowers. Oh, there's some flowers. I was about to say, dang. So it does have some flowers on here. I don't see any melons yet. But this is like the longest vine. All the way to the end of his this, what's this thing called, pallet there. And then in there I just got like some radishes and a borage. I figure maybe bringing some pollinators. Oh, he got another one. This one ain't done nothing yet either. So far in this bed, just the Carolina cross is putting out a lot. That's the first bed, or first bag, because I'm growing in grow bags. This next one, let's see, we got another Carolina cross. Same date, looks like it's 4/12. And this one is coming this way. I haven't pruned any of the vines back on this one either. So we'll see once start seeing if they getting any melons. I don't see no melons. Maybe y'all see flowers that came up. Got the tendrils. Oh yeah. Okay now. Yeah. It's that Carolina cross right there, y'all. Yeah, I put this trellis netting stuff up here so all his tendrils can grab, because I know they like to grab things. I'm trying to keep them happy. So, like, what you want to grab? You want to grab something? I'm going to do it like that. So it looks like we got one. The Carolina cross one there. That one looks like it got pollinated. It got some little, it's small, but it does look like is getting bigger. That's what I want. So we got that one there. Let's see, any other Carolina cross vines have anything? I guess I'll prune back some of the vines. Make sure, oh, here's one. I don't think this one got pollinated. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yo, them tendrils, they crack me up. I like, y'all want to grab stuff? I'm going to give you plenty of mulch to grab. I'm going to give you some netting. Oh, that is tiny. I don't know what's going on with that one. I don't want that little, ooh. Not today. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this Carolina done put vines out going the wrong way, going backwards. And y'all look at this. She said, I don't need no fancy palette for mine. She done put one out going this way. And I'm like, Aunt, do your thing. Y'all go on and pollinate. Because I ain't seen no aphids and nothing, so I don't know what they running around for. Okay, we got another one. This one was a Jubilee. And it was planted from seed 5-4. Oh, goodness, Louise. So it's about a month old. This one ain't nowhere near as big as the other one that's a month old. But it's there. And this one back over here is another Josh transplant. Looks like you got started 4/22, transplanted out 5/7. Now this one looks like he has some vines. He has 2 vines going. Look at him. So here's one of his vines. Let's see if he has any melons yet. I don't see no melons yet. But he's going backwards too with that other Carolina cross one. I'm gonna let them do what they do. Whatever y'all want to do, do it. Let's see, can I get in? There you go. See, it's all running in the back where the irrigation lines are. And then also here I have radishes planted for trap crops and such. Okay. And you see I have like a little walkway so I can get in between these suckers. And then here's my little borage coming up. Here's the other bag that I have. This bag is not doing as well as the other one. But I changed the spot it was. So it was like right here. And then I moved it over here. Maybe it's like it needs more sun or something. Because these plants was a lot smaller than the rest of them. So we got a Josh 145. See, transplanted out 5/7. Started seed 4/22. Now, one thing I will admit, and I ain't never used straw before, but one thing I will admit, it do hold the moisture in, that's for sure. I might get a couple weeds in the spot where it's light, but it's really good about the moisture, so I'll take that. That weed, straw seed. Okay, so this one, this little, is doing what it's due. This one here is Carolina. Yeah, this is a Carolina cross. Come on now. You know how to read words, camera. Okay, I guess you don't want it. I'll tell you what it say then, since you don't want to get in focus. It says, Carolina cross transplant. So it started from seed 4/22. And it was put out here on 5/7. Oh wait, this one's the Carolina cross here in the front. So it's pretty small. This is why I was like, it must be in the wrong spot. Which is one reason why I like grow bags. Because I can move them if I need to. So, and I swear it done got bigger since yesterday. So I put it in a new spot. It's looking good. This one back over here is another Congo. You got a little vine going through, but it's also pretty small. So like I said, it was in a bad spot. And this one was started from seed on 5/4, and it's already bigger than this one that was started a month before, the Carolina cross. Then, so since I moved this that grow bag from right there. I did scoot this over a little bit, which is the watermelons that I have. I want to try and see what they look like, what they do in a green stalk. So let's start at the top. So on the top I have a bunch of radishes as usual. I have I believe everybody on top is Carolina cross because I started from seed. So I have that little baby one there, this one here, which is a little bit bigger. It was planted the same day, and I'm gonna pull this one up because I don't need you. There we go. And then there's one in the back here. Well, he had a tag. Okay, there it is, the tag. It's pink. Blended in. Carolina cross, he was started from seed, 5'4". So not that big, but it's growing. That's a borage back there. Help bring in some pollinators. This one here is a transplant, I know. This is the Jubilee. It's my Jubilee here. Jubilee, yeah, Jubilee. And I put him out here. Oh, he got started for 12. And he got put out here with all the other transplants. So it was at 5'7" or something like that. It's growing. It's doing better than the other bags doing. So he has 2 vines here. So far, no flowers, no melons yet. But we'll see. We'll see. Then another borage here. Some radishes in the back. And then I have I think this is a Josh 145 back here. And this one has a lot of vines. Once I start getting some melons, I'll start pruning the vines back. Let's see. This one's coming out here. Oh, it's got tangled up in this. Well, I guess it's doing its job. Let's see. There. Oh, so it's getting flowers now. It's grappling on to all these things with its tendrils. So, that's good. And it comes out about this far. That's what we have so far. That one looks like it's coming out pretty good. And let's see, he has another vine, I think. Oh, that's the main vine. Oh, he has a little one that's over here. So yeah, this side over here must not be getting much sun because the plants aren't as big or not as far along. So you see? So that's this here, my melons, my little rain barrel with the solar irrigation kit attached. And there, running hoses into each one of these. So yeah, that's how it's going so far. So my update for Watermelon Wars 2026 in Unique's garden. Let me see if I can get all of it in. I'm gonna get everybody in there. Show what to work with. That's right there. So, thanks for stopping in. If you like this type of content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Here's a little update that's not part of Watermelon Wars. These are my delicious watermelons I'm growing. The amount of cream and strawberry watermelon. So as you can see, I got some little melons over here coming. There's one there. There's another one there. These gonna be delicious. Delicious. I think this is a strawberry that's decided he's gonna climb, so I'm gonna let it climb. And back in here, I have my Minnesota midget, cantaloupe, and look here. We got cantaloupes coming. And he's actually starting to climb, so that's good. I also have honeydew over here. And then he's climbing up, looking real good. I have back over here is the Japanese curry squash. So this one, he don't like the sun that much. He can't handle sun like the melons can, that's for sure. I mean, I have a pepper in here, but I can't remember what kind I stuck in there. It's some kind of pepper. But he be having big old flowers. And then I think this one got pollinated. With a little help from me, because I sure did give it a little help. So got that one. It's that Japanese curry. He is going wild. He done went all the way up the trellis. Uh-oh, got another one coming. He way up there. Doing all of that. Then I have another bag of my delicious watermelons. And oh, you ain't make it. He ain't make it. That was another set of Minnesota midget cantaloupes. Cause y'all, them Minnesota midgets is good. Oh, there go one. I hope that one makes it. And he's climbing up the trellis. Then over here, I have a strawberry watermelon here. And she done found her leg. She done started going down. I don't think she got any melons yet though. And this one here is another Yamada cream. And she got some, I don't know if this one took, it looked kind of yellow. Nope, see, it fell off. That one ain't get pollinated. Let's check these other ones. Let's see if there's any other ones down here. I see flowers. Oh, there's one. I don't know, that one might have got pollinated. It ain't come off when I touched it. So yeah. Oh, I don't even know if that was in camera. Y'all see it? Okay, now it's in frame. So this is a little additional stuff for y'all. And see, I got more than just watermelon wars things growing over here. And because that doggone squash can't handle the sun, I gave it a little shade cloth on these real sunny days. So there's my trellis I have up there. In case the Minnesota midgets want to climb again like they did last year. Should it look like that Japanese curry want to climb though. Look how high, he almost to the top. So you can see what it looked like from a distance. That's what I have in here. So this is my delicious watermelons over there. Oh, sorry, my elderberry in the way. She got all her flowers and stuff. Okay, there we go. So you can see both sides. So this part of the garden part that y'all don't ever get to see because my phone always cut out when I'm doing a live. So there's the delicious ones there. And watermelon wars over there. So see, they're running two different ways. Okay, now I'm done for real, y'all. Bye, y'all.